Important little touch by Eric Dyer. Oh, it comes to Divock Origi! He's won the European
Hello, greetings. Good evening to everyone on this beautiful rainy Sunday. I hope all of you are here watching us. I see a lot of viewers on already. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Cop Talk. This is a Liverpool online fan talk show by the fans and for all. So for those of you still watching, please thank you for your support and continue to support us. Share this link on YouTube and on Facebook, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us. We are on all 4 platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Okay, we'll always be driving the Liverpool fan views. This is a show created by the fans and for all. So thank you for watching the Cop Talk. Let's get into it. Let me introduce our guest speakers for today. First and foremost, familiar face, my co-founder, Mr. Puba Rasan in the house with half a smile today.
Thank you for having me again, man. Good evening, everyone.
Today, half a smile, Puba. Only
Yeah.
half a reason to be happy.
Thanks to Everton Football Club.
Rare occasion, we say thank you to Everton.
Yeah.
We've got Hidayat Fitri in the house.
Oh, hi. Good afternoon. Hey, Super Sunday here. Good
Yes,
afternoon.
Thanks for joining us, Hidayat. Thanks for taking your time here. And we've got the YouTube famous Mr. Sir Fahmi in the house today. Thank you, Sir Fahmi, for joining us.
Thank you, Senna. Yeah, thank you, Senna, for inviting me.
After his wild predictions today, he's wearing a normal t-shirt.
Puba, you
Alright.
Puba.
Next, we've got from our new gen Kopites group, Mr. Dinesh, all the way from Singapore.
Hi. Hi, Sana. Thanks for
Thanks,
meeting me, bro.
Dinesh, for joining us
Hi.
for the first time. Next, we've got Dr. Arun, who's always
Hi
watching.
everyone, how are you all?
Thank you, Dr. Arun, for watching us.
Thank you for having me today.
Gladly.
Yeah,
The last guest we have here is the Shankly List himself.
Hi, everybody.
Yes, Apa in the house, all of you.
Hi. Honored to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Thanks everyone for joining here. So we've got a pretty good show lined up. We're gonna be as smooth as we can, and we've got some prize giveaways for our top fans. All of you been watching our show for 17 episodes now. I think it's time to give back to all our viewers helping us grow. On Facebook, we already have 1,000 followers and 1,000 likes on our page. So thank you very much to everybody. What a journey it was to 1,000. Thank you so much for the page. So without further ado, I just wanna give the floor here to our 3 new guests to just quickly introduce themselves in 30 seconds. I'm just gonna let Dr. Arun take the floor here. Go ahead, Dr. Arun.
Hi guys, very good to be here. I'm Arun, a urologist, and I've been a Liverpool supporter for more than 35 years. Very happy and thank you for having me here. I wish to just thank everyone for being in the group, and I'm actually part of a Liverpool group with Sina, and it's very nice to meet all of you. Thanks.
Thank you, Doctor. The next person we have to introduce himself is Mr. Mr. Dinesh from the New Gen Popeyes, all the way from
Hi.
across the border, Singapore.
Hi guys. Dinesh, I'm from Malaysia, but I'm just working here. So, you know, custom lockdown and everything, I'm stuck here. Yeah, but I'm very happy to be here. Thanks, Sana, again, to invite me. And I'm very excited for today's talk.
All right, okay. And last but not least, I think one of the special guests for today is Shankly List himself, a man who is actually very famous to a lot of the local Liverpool supporters here in Malaysia. A man who, through a lot of inspiration, came up with his own Liverpool book to help our Malaysian supporters understand the club and history a lot better. And since the time of FSG, so I'm going to let him introduce himself and preview his book for everybody who's watching.
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Sena, for inviting me. My name is Muzaffar. Friends call me Apai. I'm from JB, Johor Bahru, down south. There's nothing much about me, just a simple friend, just like you guys. I'm happy to be here. And about the book, maybe we can talk about it later in the show. And please keep on supporting Sena shows, okay? Talk, right?
All right. Thank you. Okay, so we've got our viewers here. We've got our guests all introduced. Again, for those of you who have not done it yet, please go to our YouTube, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell so that you get notifications on all our shows that are coming on, as well on Instagram, Facebook, and on Twitter. All right, so let's go into this. After the Brighton game, what a game that was. I don't know how many of you were crying your heart. Me and Puma were just texting this afternoon, and I couldn't hold myself back. I'm trying to forget it, but I can't. I just can't forget it. The Brighton game, oh my God. It was watching from January, week after week, and we kept saying, worst performance. And then after two good wins,
Yeah.
the Brighton game, and ultimately that's the ultimate poor performance that we had. It's just unthinkable, and I'm struggling to go from there. So let's hear it from my man Puva here. Is the season done, Puva? What do you think? No silverware for us if we keep this up. It's just a time to regroup. What do you think?
Yeah, first of all, very disappointing display from our boys against Brighton after back-to-back win at a very difficult places to travel, to be honest, Spurs and West Ham. And we had two well-deserved win from London, and then we thought the mentality monsters are back, and we thought we're gonna go in a winning streak of 5, 6, or 7. And I personally thought that we're gonna beat Brighton. I expected it's going to be a tough match, but I somehow thought that we will score a goal or two to win that game and approach that City game in the weekend in a high momentum. And with a win over City, the gap would be only 1 point, even though City have a game in hand. So everything was going very well for us until the Brighton game. I don't know why all of a sudden our home form becomes so poor, and Anfield looks like no more fortress for us. I think the Brighton game, how I want to summarize that, it's probably the worst performance of the season, because despite the defeat over Burnley, the display weren't that bad actually, just that we couldn't score. But against Brighton, we couldn't even create clear-cut chances. I think Brighton bullied us, to be honest. I would say that it was men against boys, because physically itself we got bullied for 90 minutes. And I think for our fans who probably thinks that Brighton came to Anfield and just defend, come on guys, what do you expect? On paper we are the stronger opponent, We are playing at Anfield. Of course, opposition like Brighton would come to Anfield with a plan, and I think they executed the plan very well. They created more chances than us, more clear-cut chances than us. They fully deserve the win. And Brighton continuing their good form recently. I think 4 games unbeaten, 4 games without conceding. As expected, this turned out to be a very, very difficult game for us. But I didn't really expect that we could lose that game. It's really hurting, like after comeback with 2 back-to-back wins, away to Spurs, away to West Ham, the 2 home defeats. It looks like a crushing for the season. I'm not going to say the season is over. We are still in Champions League, but if you ask me whether the league is done, yes, I said it. The league is done even before we play Burnley. Prior to the match, I said if we drop the point against Burnley at home, it's probably over. And then something happened, like the Sheffield win at Old Trafford. All of a sudden, gave us, oh wow, it's really a crazy season. Like anyone can beat anyone. So it's lots of points to fight for. So yeah, we still on the race. We were still in the race. We went to Spurs, beat them convincingly. We went to West Ham, beat them convincingly without our man Sadio Mane. We did everything right until the Brighton game. The first 45 minutes, the half time was goalless. I didn't have any confidence because we didn't show anything in the first 45 minutes at all. And I'm not going to blame our players 100% there. I think our manager also responsible in a way. Not only the Brighton game, I think on course of the season, few decisions from him cost us as well. So to answer your question here, whether the league is done, for me, let's say we beat City tonight, the gap would be 7 points, given or providing City win their game in hand. So the gap would be 7 points. Is it possible to catch them with 45 points to play for? 7 points drop from City? I don't think so, because expecting them to drop points, we have to win every single match. We have to go with 15 games in a row to actually win this league. So for me, league is done. I really hope Jurgen Klopp and our boys proves me wrong. I really, really, really hope. I really hope season end we will doing a show. I will be like, oh, Jurgen Klopp, you proved me wrong. Players proved me wrong. I really hope they prove me wrong. But for me, the league is done. I respect other Liverpool fans' thoughts on this. If they still think that it's still on our end, we still can win this league. I respect that. But for me, the league is done. But whether the season is done or not, I'm not so sure. This could be the repeat of 2005. It could go all the way in Champions League. You never know.
We'll just end up becoming Europe, Super Cup, World Champions again.
Yeah. And by the way, we are still defending World Champion until Bayern Munich gonna win it in probably in few days time. so yeah. Let's see. The season is not over yet. Still everything to play for. I really hope we give our absolute best in the next 16 games and finish second, because finishing second in this season, given the circumstances, the injuries and all the issues we faced, is indeed a very good season for us. We have to agree with all this. The amount of injuries we have faced is too much to handle for. So finishing second,
no other team can go through what we have gone through. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. What we have gone through is ridiculous. Everybody said that we are whining only about Van Dijk. I remember Puva and myself were defending this for so long. It's not just Van Dijk. Don't let us get started with that. We literally got an entire 12 players that were affected by injuries, guys. So yeah. I'll take it.
So that's my thought on this. For me, the race, the league is gone for Liverpool. The league is gone. Let's hope we will win as many games as we can to finish second. This season, I would summarize, it's all about Liverpool and Man United who finish higher. It sounds like that. Nobody cares about City. Nobody cares about the Man City side who's sitting on the top. It's all about United and Liverpool who finish higher.
Apa, what do you think? Do you think that this is a season where we are not going to have any silverware? and it's actually a
Okay.
season for Klopp to really think about, because for me the season is done. We just got to go through and see what happens in the end. Mathematically,
Alright.
mathematically we have the chance still, but for me the odds are in the favor of City. Alright, and mathematically, I think logically, with the probabilities of dropping points, we will probably finish at best second. But do you think that because we are probably going to look at a very eventful summer transfer window, going to be very eventful for Liverpool? So do you think that actually Klopp is already thinking, it's time to rebuild and regroup? What do you think, Apai?
So you mean we are going for the what they call it, rebuild and regroup?
Yeah. Do you think that, or we
Okay.
are still trying to win something?
Because just now I get disconnected. So I don't know where the discussion is have been through. So okay, first of all, the season itself, actually I don't know what's the best indicator, or what is the right time for us to say the season is over. Frankly, I don't know until now, because I have been following Liverpool since 1977. Okay, but now, to tell you the truth, I want to give up. Actually, I just want to say, okay, it's over for us. Just throw the towel in. Okay, just call it a day. Call it the season. But I remember when I was 16 years old, 16 years old, when Davies took over the club for the first time, we was hovering around third and fourth, 1986. Okay, and then guess what? By end of the season, we won the league. Okay. In February, we were still at third and fourth. So I still believe that we have the chance to win something. I mean the league itself. But I don't know, as you said. But for the rebuild and the regroup, I won't say regroup, because actually we already have a good team. We have a good team, great team. I'm definitely sure that Klopp already have a good design or blueprint for this season when it started. We signed players for the right job, the right players for the right job. Then we involve young players for the academy, the best the academy could offer to the club. We're ready to fight, but luck is just not on our side. Things happen to VVD, to Thiago, to Fabinho, and the injury keep the list keep add up. So I think even Rooney said, when we signed Thiago, said the season is over, not even started. Just give the title to Liverpool. That means that we already have a good team, so we don't have to rebuild. I just hope that Klopp just find the right tune, the fine tuning, the right. I don't know what to say, the right medicine, or I don't know what, but something is wrong with the club. The confidence is not there, the connection is not there. I just hope that we have another 16 games to go. And please, Klopp, I hope that he could do something about the connection, the link between defenders, midfielders, and strikers. So that is what my suggestion, my thoughts.
Okay. That was for me, that was a very beautiful and inspiring sharing there, because that bit about Dalglish coming in and proving you wrong at such a young age, and those are defining moments where you really choose to support a club and so on.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. Let's go, Dr. Arun. What are your thoughts? Do you think it's done, or do you think that hope continues to survive? And so is that hope really sensible hope, or is that blind hope?
First of all, I think Puva and Apai have been extremely insightful in their comments. I think it's brilliant. They sort of nailed it. To me personally, I do agree with Puva. I think winning the title race probably is over. However, finishing top 2, 3, 4 is still quite wide open, and I would love to finish higher the better, of course. But like Apai mentioned, there's a huge disconnect. I feel there's a huge disconnect between the players. There's something with the coach and the players. The positions, being varied. There's a bit of a disconnect there. So it's very unprecedented with the injuries as well on what's really going on. As you know, look at statistics. Liverpool have lost back-to-back home games for the first time now since 2012. They failed to score in 3 successive Anfield fixtures. since 1984. So we're actually really doing pretty bad in terms of stats. And you know, when Klopp comes out to say in his comments that the boys are not ready, they weren't fresh enough, and the boys couldn't. You know, these are probably things that I hear in my practice when people have erectile dysfunction. You know, when they come to the urologist. So we, unlike them, we have a quick fix. We have medication to sort that out. But here, I don't think there's
Ouch.
medication. There's no medication to sort this out. So Dave B and Kishan in the comments group were asking if I could fix Nabi or BVD, but honestly, I think it's more than an erection that needs to be fixed here. So there's a huge disconnect, and I think there's a lot to prove, and rebuilding, recouping, getting new strategies, and you know, hopefully everyone recovering and performing as a team is what we should look forward to. That's my comment.
So yeah, Dave B and are actually part of our core group. Kishan as well. I think Kishan would rather ask whether you can fix not Nabil Keita, not BVD. I think he'll probably ask you to do a re-evaluation on Nabil Peke's injury that cost him his move to Liverpool.
I'm glad to. No worries.
Okay, let's go to Sir Fahmi. Sir Fahmi, your thoughts, Sir Fahmi? Sir Fahmi is going to tell you all, never give up, never say die, always say try, don't quit, and so on. Sir Fahmi is going to do it. and then his prediction later will be 7-0 Liverpool.
Wow. Okay. Thank you, Ash. Okay, that one very good question actually. So, Pova really, I know Pova very frustrated actually. So that's why he comes with emotional vibes. Okay. So actually about the season, if Pova says that one finish, actually, I can say 80% true. 80% true, because what I can see here actually, why do I say 80% true? Because of I see the consistency of City. They rarely drops point. So when you pray City drop points, okay, actually you are loser actually, because you pray others to lose point. We are loser. So if City actually always finish the job, and we also finish the job, we will give them some pressure, because they're winning, we win. They're winning, we win. Okay? But if you say the season finish, okay, for me, I think so. I have to agree with Boba. I have to agree. Okay, it looks like finish. Okay, because of the consistency, and I see from their team, their player play very good, because of last season they have to deal with the injuries from their key players, but not as many as us, and not as many as ours actually. They have to deal with, maybe they lost Laporte, I think, but they trailing us around 20 points, and now we have everyone injured now, but we trailing them 7 point only. So actually it's a positive sign for us, because we got a lot of injury, but now we still are fighting for the title. Okay, this still positive, but I have to. Oh, I will say Liverpool have chance, but now I have to concede. I have to say something like, yeah, this could be finished for us around 70%, 60% finish. Okay, unless like Apai said, okay, like what happened in 1986 before, because we were hovering around third and fourth place, but still managed to win the title. Unless that one happen again, Liverpool win, right? But for time being, Brighton we cannot beat, Burnley we cannot beat, Southampton also we cannot beat. All of them actually minus. But what I can see, whatever teams play Liverpool, their goalkeeper, okay, become very, very good. Their defense become very solid. Is it because of when you play Liverpool, you have to be more serious as compared to others?
Yeah.
Uh, I I think so. I think so. You play Liverpool, the coach says, okay, come on, you can win. But when you play United, you don't worry about Maguire, you don't worry about Rashford, you don't worry about that. About the jokers, you know. So when you play Liverpool, you have to be serious. Can you see, right? The goalkeeper was solid, you know. Every goalkeeper was solid against Liverpool. So that's actually, I think, because of the spirit teams. When they face us, they become very spiritful. I think so.
Okay. All right. Let's go to Dinesh here quickly before we end with Hidayat on thoughts on our segment one. Dinesh, go ahead, Dinesh.
Hey.
Thanks for moving to a
Uh,
better lighted area so we can see your handsome face.
I mean, Liverpool for the title race. I don't think it's over, bro. I mean, for me, why I'm saying that is, I mean, yes, Man City is ahead 7 points with the game in hand, and tonight we are playing them. Tonight we are playing them. If we lose today, then I would say, yeah, title is over. But you see, we seen Man City is the best Man City's team like what 3 years ago. I mean, if that Man City is for this season, of course I would say, yeah, is Man City is unbeatable. They will carry on. They will definitely the league is over. They will win the league. But the new Man City are a little fragile. I think, and with finally Klopp also he realized that what was the problem going on. I mean, by signing two centre back. I mean, I'm not gonna straight away say, wow, these two centre backs gonna settle our problem. No, but we want to see what they can give for the team, and what they can produce. I will say tonight, if we lose, yes, title is over. But I still got the faith. Yes, we all had our frustration. After the Brighton game, even before that, Burnley, we say, okay, season is over. That's all frustration. But still deep inside, I still have faith because it's 7 points only, and we still got 16 more games. Let's hope for the best. I hope tonight. Tonight is the most crucial, the most important game for our title race is tonight. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
then we come to our Hidayat here. So Hidayat is we're not previewing the match, but who's gonna lift the cup here? I think it's already gone. Do you think it's gonna be City? I want to look at the trophy again. I don't know we'll see it end of the season or not. That's really beautiful with the red color ribbon. That really looks like it's ours. Hidayat, do you think it's over? We got a chance. We are still have one hand on it. What do you think?
Okay. First of all, as we are all Liverpool supporters, we know what Liverpool can do. We know what Liverpool have been doing. We know what have been enjoying throughout the years. Okay, I started out Apai's magical history. Yes, we've been enjoying our own side of good stories, sweet memories as well. Okay, supporting Liverpool. But okay, talking about this season, I really said the injuries and the pack schedule play a big part in our yo-yo season. I call because at the end, at the start of the season, I think we can go through and win, and maybe get a hold at the cup at the title again this season. But yeah, as the injury list prolonged time by time, apart from the packed schedule due to the COVID pandemic, I say it played and hit us big time this time around because we can see where we are now. And realistically, honestly, um, providing we can win Manchester City match tonight, I think we are still in the title race. But if we fail to take 3 points against City tonight, I don't think we'll be in the title race again this season because realistically, we know how Manchester City uh, are with their leading. Because yeah, we know Pep as well. He won't let his lead slip, whatever it comes. And yeah, with our fate now in others' hands, I don't think we can go through and through because hoping on others slip up or losing games. Come on, that's a quite wishful target because I prefer that we had our own fate in our own hands like last season. We go through and through and then we don't even have to bother about other teams because uh, as long as you're winning, we don't even have to look down at the table to see how's others team fared because it's in our hands. But this time around, when we are lying fourth and a few points get early on, even though there's like 15 games around, honestly, for me at this moment, I can say the Titans gone.
Okay, okay, all right, all right. Puva, everybody, the comment section is buzzing. Everyone is buzzing. I'm trying to catch up. It's like I'm trying to project it all. Thank you guys. We've got all usually our usual suspects here. We've got Tegumiti, we've got Loga, we've got Raghulan, Praveen Josh, Dinesh, Leach. I can go on. Syed Faris from Code Red. Uh, he says this year very nicely. Hati kata champions, otak kata jangan berangan. Hati kata champions, otak kata jangan berangan. Yeah. Perhaps. Puba, yeah, your buddy here. I have the answer. Do you want to take it?
Go on, man. If you want to answer, go on.
The answer is very simple, Serena. It doesn't matter. City will be on top of both of us. So what are you talking about?
No, to answer Serena, it's a sad state. To be very honest, it's a sad state. Two biggest English football clubs, two English football clubs with bigger fan bases. We're actually fighting for the second place. It's a sad state because should be fighting for the top prize. I really thought it's going to be this season because my early season prediction is Liverpool United top two, and I really thought City gonna miss on the top two. But looks like I'm actually quite surprised with to answer Serena here. I'm surprised with United. United with their fully fit squad. Let's say for today, their fully fit squad. The back four, the first 11 back four, with the additional one defender, 5 defenders in the dying minutes, they still concede goal, man. They conceded 3 goals to Everton at home, and they lost to Sheffield at home. Okay, I'm not comparing Liverpool and United here because the situation is here different. We were facing massive injury blow for us. It's like losing both Ruben Diaz and Stones for Man City the whole season. Imagine if they lose both of them. They did lose Laporte for the majority part of the season last season, and they failed to replace Vincent Company. And look at what they faced last season. And I could relate this season as well for us. We sold a centre back. We didn't sign a centre back on the summer, and we lost 2 centre backs. The most crucial one is the Van Dijk one, because we know how important he is.
Don't say it. It still hurts. It still hurts. Don't say it. It hurts.
I'm gonna say this until he's coming back, man. So yeah, to answer Serena, probably at the moment United should be finishing higher than us because they have a fully fit squad to do that, and Liverpool's form is just yo-yo, like what Hidayat said. We tend to do very well against top teams, the top 6-7 teams. We remain unbeaten against them, but against the bottom 6 teams, I think we only had one win. That was so against Sheffield United at home. It was also a close game. It was 2-1. So I'm not so sure on this this Liverpool team. But if let's say we win today, the momentum would be back to Liverpool again, because the gap against with Liverpool with United would be just 2 points, because currently we are trailing United by 4 points. So if we win today, we are trailing them by 5 points. If we win today, it will be back to 2. So everything to play for. But Sarina, I'm so sorry. I don't care if we finish higher or you guys finish higher. There's no trophy for us. Probably just a little bit of banter and troll in social media. That's all about it. End of the day, we all will be crying that the Man City win again. As you commented just now, Man City winning again is boring. Boring is boring, but I think they deserved it. I think past 3 seasons they have won it 2 times. If they win this year, it's going to be third time in 4 years.
The only other team that deserves the title is probably Arsenal because they are so pathetic. We just need to put the title to them. We have to give
No,
the
no.
title to them.
Now what hurts me the most is the 18-19 season should have been Liverpool. I think we just
Oh,
bottled
man.
it. We bottled it, but thank God we went to Champions League and won it. But we should have won the double that season. So yeah, we could have taken one title from Pep's Man City, but that's how it is. That's football. City won it, and they are in the driving seat now.
Okay. Just before we move on to the second section here, talking about something a little bit more exciting, the transfer window that happened. There's one very nice comment, nice gesture here from Kitchen. LFC can now confirm the signing of Dr. Arun as the new medical staff for the remaining.
We hope so. We hope so.
Yeah, I'll fix more than the mental fatigue, and I'll fix everything else. We'll tackle both the heads, guys, up and down.
I think Loga says this year, before Dr. Arun goes on, I think Loga says this year, playing 2 games in a week, and then you've got training, it's not easy. So I've been preaching this for some time, that the mental and physical aspect is really strained. The football world was not ready for this season. So whichever team that took their time and really took it a game at a time, a punch at a time, they are the ones who are going to be standing at the end. Nobody thought this season was going to be what it is, right? So that's a very good comment there. Doctor, something you want to share?
Yeah, I've heard this today. I think it tickled my ribs, so I thought it'll tickle everyone's ribs as well. No, someone said that we are ruining the fact that we don't have a 80 million pound player playing for us. But United, on the other hand, are ruining the fact that there is a 80 million pound player playing for them at the moment who's causing trouble. So, big job. Yeah.
Talk about irony, Doctor.
If only we had known. If only we had known. We I don't know whether did we get the wrong player then. That I'm going to get better on that later in all the WhatsApp groups. Fuba and me know that already.
But Fuba, if I may ask, Fuba, do you miss at this time of situation now we are facing right now? Do you think we miss Lovren? How,
I do.
We were desperate for a defender, right? So I don't mind if Lovren's still there. So of course, as long we don't use our midfielders like Anderson and Fabinho as a makeshift centre back, I rather have Lovren at that position. So that's the most and the frustrating part of it. That's what I mentioned earlier just now. We failed to replace a centre back. When we saw Lovren, we didn't bring in anyone. With a thought that Fabinho would make the makeshift centre back, but nobody saw that coming. The injuries for both centre backs, we can't blame Jurgen Klopp 100% there. Who really thought that we're gonna miss Van Dijk for whole season, Gomez for 4 or 5 months apparently. So we didn't see that coming. So that's we are paying for it in a way.
I would say if we had Lovren here, I think even Salah will be in a better mood up front.
Yeah.
Romance.
Okay. Let's go into this. Let's go into this, gentlemen. We signed 2 centre backs here, Ben Davies and Kabak, on loan with no obligation to buy. Ben Davies, I think, was a huge surprise. I think the whole of England was buzzing about it because he was seen to have had the same movements and statistics, about the same as VVD, but playing in the league that he plays, which is not top flight, yeah. So, but he was seen to have the same movements, the same statistics, and everything very similar to VVD. So that's what got the attraction there. So he will need some shaping up. But let's go to Hidayat here. Hidayat, what do you think here? Good additions, and maybe I've got immediately one thing here. How will you pair them up? Will you pair either of them with Fabinho, or will you pair them together? What would you do? There.
Okay. Yeah, those spaces are refreshing. After some time, we have been in this mood of uncertainty, the mood of like, oh, what's happening and whatever. And then finally, yes, one of our predictions of a signing of a centre back has gone real in been reality, because not one but two, in Kabak and Davies. And for me, yeah, it comes in a good manner and then in the right time, I think, because we are in the desperate need of a proper natural centre back, no matter how or what level they are in. Okay, so as for me, I think the addition of Kabak and Davies has been relieving, and I think and I do hope Klopp will be using them quite often, or maybe regularly, because uh, we need Hendo and Fabinho back in our heart of midfield to generate and be the engine back again. And yes, as for me personally, I do hope and I wish Kabak and Davis will be our new partnership in the central defense from now on, subject to their fitness and everything. So I hope Kabak and Davis, with their play style and qualities that has been said, as our captain here said, Davies had the qualities similarly to our own judgment. I think that's a good news, that's good fact to know. And I hope, yeah, Davies and Kabak will play as soon as possible to help us seal the season and push on to the title hope with the remaining hopes and chances that we had. You know, that's all.
Okay. So Fahmi, comment here by Ramachandran Pillai. Thank you for watching, Ramachandran. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us, yeah, on Facebook and YouTube especially. He says, I would like Kabak Davies together, free up Fab and Hendo to strengthen back our midfield. I think before the show, some of us here were talking about it. What we truly missed this season are not really of course, the injuries were not called for, but because of the injuries, we had to sacrifice solid power factors
Fielders,
in the middle to the back. And I think freeing up even either Hendo or Fab for them to free them up and make them play in the midfield, I think those games that we lost, we would have drawn at least, and we would have gotten the 3 points. And like what Puva is saying, with a win today, we are really back in business. But sadly, we couldn't even secure the draws because we lost the firepower in the middle, not enough supply to the front three who are completely misfiring. So what do you think? Should we gamble? Because if the sentiment from all of us here, and we are quite sensible and practical, and I believe Klopp, with how he manages the teams and how he truly makes objective decisions. Hey, should we go for League Cup, FA Cup or not? Or focus Champions League, Premier League? He makes objective decisions in his team going into matches for all competitions. Do you think we should just gamble? Just go with two defenders. Now that we have Phillips, we have Reece Williams, and then we have Kabak and David. We got four to rotate. The back two in the middle. We got four to rotate. Should we just gamble and put Hendo and Fab back in the middle? What do you think, Silvami?
Yeah, what Rama said, I think I have to agree, because of we need someone, the connection between a defender and also attackers. Okay, so actually we miss Hendo and Fabinho. Fabinho is a makeshift defender. I miss his action, and I still remember what he did last season when he actually shot from distance, right? So I miss that moment because apart from Chamberlain, okay, Chamberlain like to shoot from distance, and we have Fabinho, right, like to shoot, and his ball really rocket like, right. So if you gamble, okay, the rule of gamble actually high risk, high return. I believe in that. Okay, so you can give Kabak, and maybe you give to risk and sorry net I believe that can get the job because playing against a big team, net he capable of to cope with the threat, okay, from City. And please don't waste our talent. We have our Hendo and Fabinho. Don't waste them. Use them. Okay, use them. And I really want to see Fabinho, Hendo, and Thiago in the middle. I really want to see this. I think this one is a cracker, I think. But now we put Hendo, and we have to put Hendo at the back. Actually cost us, and what you can see now is actually something that we have to repair. We have to manipulate. Okay, the position of Hendo goes to back. Okay, and Trent Alexander also he have to bear responsibility. Okay, because we don't see TAA the version of the TAA from the last season. We don't see. We see when he played against Spurs because he scored and he assists. But after that, when we see Liverpool games against Brighton, we see again it is a setback. Okay, so now Klopp can be like he has to think. Okay, high risk, high return, and you have to believe in your players. Okay, and actually it's not about our defense, it's about our front three also, because we are okay, we are shipping, we are conceding one goal, right? But when this front three get chance, Salah, when we play against Brighton before, he got chance in second minute or third minute, but he fluffed. Understand or not?
Why are you surprised? Why are you surprised? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Why? Apa yang terkejut? Apa yang terkejut sangat ni? He needs 5 chances. Come on, we know this, right? He needs 5 chances to score one.
Yeah, Salah. If Salah score that goal, the story
Different game.
Different, confirm. So now we talking so much about defense. When that we talking about what we have to buy Kabak, we have to buy. Yes, I know. But please focus also what actually happened to Salah especially, right? What happened to Mane and what happened to Bobby? Okay? Commentator said if Bobby play a very good game, Liverpool always win. So now it's not about defense. Okay? It's about our attackers. Okay? But for Klopp, if Klopp can hear me now, I can say
I'm sure he can.
high risk equal to high return. So you can give Hendo, okay, Hendo and Fabinho goes back to their original places.
Okay. All right. So time to get Hendo and Fab back in the middle. What do you say here, Dinesh?
Yeah, bro. I mean,
is it time to just gamble if everything is lost?
Yeah, actually, what Mr. Fahmi said is 100% is true. I mean, yes, Nat Phillips is on fire. Actually, Nat Phillips is in a good form. Actually, we miss those aerial balls. Though he's quite dominant in aerial ball. So I think it's good if we partnership Nat Phillips and our new signing, one of the new signing, and put Hendo and Fabinho back to midfield. So we need to see this three mid: Hendo, Fabinho, and Thiago. Then Thiago's game also will change because Thiago got backup behind him. So he no need to be worried. He will open the game, and that's where our front three, our attacking mid, open to play. So I think Nat Phillips is very crucial also because we cannot drop him. He's on form. He and a new fella, either Davies maybe for tonight game. But the most crucial here is Fabinho and Hendo have to be back in midfield. That's my opinion. Have to. Yeah.
All right. Apai. Your thought. Do you think that we should take that gamble and solid up our midfield so that I think if we have a solid midfield, not easy for any team to get past our midfield because they control the game and control the show. We are king of possession football. So if we have a solid midfield, the midfield already won't go up. We won't let go of the ball. So how many only, that we're talking about how many chances only that will actually go to the defense to actually for them to really hold the fort. So I think games are won and lost in the midfield. So what do you think?
For us to talk about midfield, we must settle our back first. Am I right? Because Hendo and Fabinho is now at the back at the CB. But before, firstly, personally, I wish I can shake Michael Edwards' hands, and say thank you to him. What a brilliant job he has did for bringing Kabak and Davies to the club. I hope that he still have the tricks in his sleeve when comes May, because we need all the tricks in his sleeve. We want to buy a new signing for next season.
He uses our Malaysian Bomo, bro.
The minyak dagu, I think. because this guy can sell ice to the Eskimos and can sell sand to the Arabs, Okay, and then okay, about Kabak and Davies, okay. First, we talk about the center back because we talk about the midfield. We must make sure that our back is solid. Okay, about Kabak and Davies, fair we can assess them by using their former form with their former clubs. For Davies himself, I think because the advantage is he's used to play in English football. The intensity, the pressure, and the expectation, he's familiar with it. But it's not the top flight football. Yes, I know. And then about Kabak, okay, I think he's a good candidate to take over this CB to replace VVD for the time being. The sizing, the face, the fierce face, because we need that. Because I talk about the face, the image, because we know that Kabak faced this fine, I think, the suspension for 5 games for spitting at his opponents in Bundesliga, 5 games. So we're facing about this problem. We are risking this attitude or discipline problem with Kabak. But we need that kind of attitude at our defense. Because we miss Martin Skirtle, we miss Egger, we miss that the no nonsense Niradok. Remember Niradok? Okay. Because we need that kind of defense. Because we need to send the fear to the strikers. Don't come near us, because if you come near us, you got our elbows. That's the sign that we need. Because now, and looking at the Rhys Williams, I'm not saying that Rhys Williams is not good, but looking at him, the physical of him himself, if I'm the striker, I got nothing to afraid of. I got nothing to afraid. I just ran through him like that, bam, like that.
Tapi rambut macam Van Dijk, babe.
Rambut dah macam Raja Lawak, tahu tak rambut? So we need kind of figure, that defense figure, like Skirtle. No nonsense, nonsense football.
Man, I miss that guy.
That guy take nails for breakfast, I think. I don't know what.
I remember with his blood and still come back and he scored the goal.
One thing I would like to share, and then with everyone, maybe all of you can chip in here. I think you all will agree. Watching football in the 90s and the early 2000s, you remember what centre backs were? Centre backs were real rock solid bloody.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
You cannot
Really
drop
good.
them. You can't drop them even with an elbow, with a headbutt. You
Yeah.
can't drop them. You know, we're talking
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
Marcel
Yeah.
Desai, you know, Tony Adams, Jab Stem.
Yup.
You can't get through this guy, you know. And we had our Sammy Hapia. You know,
Hancho.
I really draw Stefan Honcho. I remember one of his matches. One tackle he made, the striker literally hit his calf, smacked his calf, and his calf muscle moved to a side, and there was a scar on his leg. And he just gets up and you know, he rubs it off and he tells Julia, "No, I'm good, I'll play." And then they
Yeah.
zoom into his leg. His calf muscle is moved to a side, and he's
Because
playing.
Stephen shows he's using every part of his body, you know.
Exactly,
Every
exactly.
part. That
So,
is what defenders is all about.
And
Yeah.
today, if you ask me, you know, they were comparing Van Dijk to some other modern day defenders, Ramos and all that kind of things. I tell you, these Van Dijk and Ramos, to be honest, they got no chance against those greats. They got no chance against those greats. You know, those greats were really like, you can't get past me all day long, all year long. You can try, but you're not going past me. I miss those times. You make a good point there. Let's go to Dr. Arun and Puvaya to wrap up. There's a comment here by Sai Faris, a question. Do you think if Thiago plays, Pep can read him easily? So that's saying something about our midfield today. And it would be safer to play Fabinho at the back instead of playing our both new signings going against City. Let's go with Dr. Arun first.
I think there's a lot of truth in having the two centre backs and freeing up Fabinho and Hendo. Definitely, totally agree with that. Having players who haven't played Pep before in different leagues also, I think, gives him a little bit of a mix up. I think that's very good too. Kabak or Davies, Davies has played in second tier teams, so we really don't know. Kabak looks pretty fit, pretty good. He might show up. But the main thing is, I think we need players in good positions. They are natural positions. Players should show up for all games. You know, it's not about Firmino showing up, as and when he likes, and when he does, then we win. Salah for the same reason. We have to just show up for all the games. I was looking at how much they earn every week. Guys, we are making pittance. It's a petrol money change, is what we are making compared to what these guys are earning. And they have to be strong mentally, physically, and they have to turn up. Clinical finishing has to be clinical, and what about shooting outside the box? Have they forgotten how to kick outside the box? I think all these things are so important in building the team. So that's my thought. And so I think Fabinho, Hendo will probably make a difference. Bring in someone new at the back. Yeah, Puva?
That was coming from a doctor. I swear to God, what are the shooting coaches doing in the training ground?
Let me just take a minute to say something. I'm a surgeon, right? So we deal with precision, right? So there's no nonsense about today is my off day. Oh, I didn't have the energy to perform today. I'm mentally fatigued, so sorry, I didn't do that well. No such thing, mate. We have to perform the same way despite long theatre hours and operating for such long times, 12 hours, 24. I mean, that's the way it is. You can't just say today's my off day. No chance. And we're dealing with humans.
Today's an off day. I think I'm going to miss one of the stitches. You're going to bleed. Too bad, mate. We'll change the formation next game and I'll do better.
That's what I think.
Nice, Doctor. Puva.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, see, end of the day, people saying that footballers are human too, but end of the day, they're earning their weekly wages is crazy. Like yesterday, I was watching an Arsenal game against Villa. I was literally screaming at Lacazette. For one moment, I just screamed like, "Oh, you guys are earning millions and you're playing like shit." Like moments like this, they are earning millions. End of the day, and don't tell me that you can't play more than a game in a week, and then you have certain days like this is my off day. Like I totally agree with what Doctor said just now. You can't be going into the pitch in that mentality That's what more frustrating, very frustrating with our front three in a way, especially Salah, Mane, Firmino. Firmino is always been a talking point with this. It's always with his on and off roller coaster form of him. But anyway, leave that aside. I totally agree that footballers are human too, but end of the day, we are different. You guys earning millions, show it on the pitch. Show it on the pitch. You are playing for Liverpool Football Club. You should know how the fans are facing it right now. We are more every single look at our current form right now. Even a draw looks like a defeat for us. That's the standard we have set over the last 3 seasons. We our standard right now is to go into every single game and win it. Anything less than a win, I know it's not possible, but at least a desire should be there. An attempt should be there. Not like our showing against Brighton, Burnley, stuff like that. Leave that aside. Talking about our centre back here, I also feel that against City, it's a bit suicidal to go with our two new centre backs. I honestly feel this. I honestly feel that a possibility could be a Kabak and Fabinho at the back, or Kabak or Endo at the back. I
So
still
you
think
won't play Hendo and Fab in the middle today.
any day, given any day, I would play them. But do you think that it's not? It looks like too soon for, especially for Davies, who actually someone who comes from
Bro,
Championship.
okay. I take you on the other side of the statement. It's too soon for them. But don't you think it's been too long since we've seen these two in the middle? Not too long since we've seen these two in the middle. Don't think so.
Of course, but you need somebody to actually guide them and play alongside them in the centre back position. Okay, I think Netflix has been brilliant for us for the last 3 games. I think I really hope Jurgen Klopp don't overlook him moving forwards just because he already got two centre backs. I think Netflix should be appreciated for what he has done for us. And tonight, if he goes with Netflix and Kabak, if that is a possibility, I don't mind. Because one thing I'm really grateful today is Sergio Aguero is not playing. That fellow always score against us, and they don't have a same standard of number 9 as Aguero right now. Gabriel Jesus is good, but not the level of Aguero. They relying on their front three. They're relying on Sterling. They're relying on Gundogan from midfield. They're relying on who else? Bernardo Silva. They're literally playing as false 9 system in a way. No in and all out number 9 right there to cause our centre back pairing more damages and more threat. So if Jurgen Klopp thinks, okay, the league is probably out of our reach, let's go all out. We just play our new centre backs at the back and play move and Endo and Fab to the mid, and let's try to stop Man City from playing in the midfield itself. That might work because we know what a work rate Endo got under his belt. He's capable of distracting Man City's free-flowing football in the middle. Same goes to Fabinho. We really miss Fabinho in the middle. I think one of the reasons.
You see this comment here by Muaz Mansoor, and I think this is where this topic was angled at. Thanks, Muaz Mansoor, for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to us. This comment here will cover defense as well. So Fabinho will play that role, and I think today if we are seeing if you look at statistics over the last few matches, opposition teams are taking a run at us 8, 9, 10 times. They're going into double figures. It's unheard of with our possession football. It's unheard. Usually we let go the 1 goal. They'll have like 3 chances. They'll convert the 1. But now we are giving them chances. They're running at us. They're taking 8, 9, 10, 12, 13 chances they're creating. And it's because we are losing the ball in the middle. The ball is being lost there, and there's a lot of work to be done with our defense. So with Fab there, do you think that we might reduce that to the natural state of things where we should only allow a team running at us a grand total of 3 to 5 times in a game? Because he plays a very big defensive aspect in front of the back line. So don't you think? Wouldn't you still take the gamble? You still wouldn't.
I would play, if you ask me, I would play between Fabinho and Anderson. I would play Anderson at centre back to partner somebody and
Okay.
play Fabinho in the midfield, because I feel Anderson has the capability to put the 30-40 yards passes like how Van Dijk used to do. Remember what a pass from Anderson for Salah against Brighton, who in the third minute itself. That's defense splitting passes. That's something Fabinho not capable of doing. But Fabinho capable of doing all these dirty jobs in the middle, and the rest, the likes of Thiago and Gini, can do whatever it's needed going forward. So if you ask me, I know I'm not Jurgen Klopp, but I would play Thiago as the defensive midfield tonight. Endo cover up for centre back alongside Kabak or Netflix. If
Okay.
Jurgen Klopp decided not to play any of these new signings, I think that should work for us. But I still feel that if, let's say, we play new centre backs against City, especially Davies, I think it's too soon for Davies actually to play this magnitude of game.
What about maybe Kabak and Phillips?
Yep, I mentioned earlier.
You
Kabak
would
and
do that.
Netflix sounds good. Sounds good. But if let's say we do that, we need to make sure our midfield do our job well. Okay, we and then if let's say we do that and then we shipping in goal, we will be complaining otherwise. We'll be, hey, why you played our Fabinho and Anderson in midfield instead of covering up for our new center back in the back? See, this is the variation going on the whole season. Remember, prior to the FA Cup game against Man United, we were all crying to play Reece Williams at the back alongside Fabinho. And Jurgen Klopp did the same. And
He
we all
showed
know what
us
happened.
why we shouldn't play him.
Yeah, it literally showed us why we shouldn't play Reece Williams anymore, especially against tough opposition.
And to be honest, I think Puva makes a very good point. He makes a very good point. I think Dinesh, one shout out from Maurice George here. Sudah jadi pandit sudah jadi pandit ya. Sudah lama dia pandit lah bro. Saya baru dapat duit cukup untuk bayar dia lah.
But Sena, if I may interrupt, okay? Because when I play football, petang-petang lah kat Padang when I play up front, when I keep on losing ball, when midfield keep providing me a very good ball, but I cannot score. Cannot score until the back shout at me, hey striker, kamu apa, score lah, kan?
Yeah.
And when I lose the ball keep coming back. Keep coming back. So that's the problem, and that's why I agree with Puva. With the strikers and the midfield giving the defenders a very hard job. I tell you, very very difficult thing to handle, especially today.
Yeah, correct. You're right. And I wanted to echo what Puva said here. That's like that. You know how how Klopp, right? We scream and shout and Klopp will never put the lineup we want. He never puts the lineup we want, except the core lineup that core lineup that took us to Silverware over the last few seasons. That core 11, right? But this season he couldn't do the core 11 because injuries. So we could never get the 11. Nobody could get the 11 right most of the season. And that FA Cup match, I swear, I really don't think Klopp made that decision. I really do not think it was Klopp. I think it was just pressure and him listening to the boys, listening to the backroom staff, maybe Pepin Linders, maybe, because that did not look like a Klopp choice. He is a stubborn guy. He wouldn't do that. And the fact that he did, probably because it's a FA Cup, he thought, why not? I try not to be stubborn. FA Cup never matters to me, so I think so. Okay, we're going to go into our Manchester City preview. But before that, to all of you watching, we've got 2 special prize giveaways today for you top fans. A lot of fans today, a lot of comments today. We got 2 prize giveaways. The following are the criteria. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay, this show is currently on FB. Please share it on FB Live. If you don't worry. You've got still Instagram. Follow us on Instagram and create a post. Just create a post and tag us at the KOPTALK.my. That's our Instagram handle. And tag 5 friends in your comment. Okay, just create a post about our show. Why you like this show or why you watch this show or anything about Liverpool. Just tag us there and tag 5 friends. We will be watching. You guys have got literally 24 hours to do this. We will announce the winner on Tuesday, the 9th of February. We will announce the winner. And I'm going to let Mr. Apai tell you guys what the prize is.
Hi guys, so this is the prize, the book FSG 10 tahun memacu Liverpool FC berjaya atau gagal. Okay, so this is the book. Thank you Sana for
all right. Okay. So that is a book purely made for our Malaysian readers, okay, for them to really get some good insights and information, facts and figures about Liverpool under the FSG banner over the last decade. So, it is a book written by yours truly over there. The author is yours truly, Mr. Shankly List right there, Apai. So we're going to give away this book to 2. This show we're going to give away to 2, and we probably hope to give away a few more in the coming shows. Okay, so stay tuned, follow us so that you get that book for free. Okay, and those of you who want to buy that book, who don't want to win it, you can actually reach out to Shankly List on Facebook, and he'll give you all the details. But for today, I repeat the criteria here. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, share this FB live video on your feed, FB feed, and go to our IG, follow us, create a post and tag us, okay, at the KOPTALK.my and tag your 5 friends, okay? So we'll be monitoring this and we will be sharing the winners on Tuesday. So look, to stay tuned, I'll need the winners' details, of course, your address and so on, because we want to post the book to you guys. MCO, I cannot give it by hand. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, thank you guys. This is really for the fans. We love you and we want to show you some love here, and we're making it a bit fun. So yeah. So now let's get into it. Let's get into the moment we'll be talking about here. The bread and butter. I'm stealing Syed Faris. Syed Faris of Code Red. His words here. Bread and butter of the show. Predictions and preview of the match. Liverpool versus Manchester City. This is like a never-ending story for the last 5 seasons, 6 seasons. I don't know, and it's really good to see the rivalry. Right, we've got some brilliant rivalries. You can see, that whole respect between Pep and Klopp, and the players also turning up each game in, game out, and trying to do their very best here, because it's really a battle, the modern day battle of the giants. So I personally can't wait for this feature. The only other feature I really wait for is the United game. I respect that rivalry as well. So today, Liverpool versus Manchester City played at Anfield. No fans. We don't have our 12th man today. But let's get into the panel here. Let's get the panel's reactions here. Let's go with Sir Fahmi. Sir Fahmi, we've got these these gentlemen all playing here today. Do you think that's a little bit of a boost for us? What do you think?
Whole gentleman. Alisson, Mane, right?
Yeah. Alisson, Mane, and Fabinho.
Fabinho, wow, yeah. I heard this before and I say, wow, very good one. Okay, grateful. Because this one actually Mane for his work rate, Alisson because of his agility at the net, okay, to cover the net, and also the Fabinho. I know how tough he is, the dirty jobs. The reason actually I happy because we can see the original Liverpool apart from Van Dijk. and also Gomez, right? So this is the original team that won the title. Why not they play again and they show again who they are the beast. This is not just lucky because last season people say uh, majority from MU fan they say we were Liverpool, right? Because we were helped by VAR. So for time being, it serves you right because VAR against you. So I don't think so. Whatever they said, okay, I don't think so. Okay, because if you win something, you have to be strong enough to win title. Like Manchester City, they are very strong. Bayern Munich, Bundesliga, very strong, right? You don't need luck. You need luck. But if you say the luck is 40%, you are wrong. We need strong 90%. 10% only luck. Okay, so Liverpool, I think because of they play this three men. Okay, now for tonight, Liverpool has very great chance. And in fact, like Pova said before, against Big Six or top six to say before, and Liverpool played well. Because now if you say top six, it include Leicester, right? But if you say Big Six, so it will be Man U, City, Liverpool, Spurs, right? Okay, but Liverpool play City very good at home. Okay, because before we beat them 3-1, and now I think that scoreline will repeat again because whatever City throw on the pitch, Liverpool managed to win, to withstand. Okay, so uh, I hope Hendo or Fabinho, one of them, or both, play at their original places, please. So let the original CB play at CB. Original CB play at CB. Like doctor said, you have to be precise all the time. You cannot say off day because if the surgeon give you off day, you will die. Like football team, if you off day, you lose.
Yeah,
Salah, how many days? Okay, here he has been at the wrong end. Got the chance, but doesn't score. They want actually very bad signs. Okay, and I tell you, if Salah, Mane, and Firmino always score, given the chance, they always score. Liverpool always win. Liverpool always win. Even though Brighton score one, okay, Brighton score one. If we score three, we win. We don't care about we concede.
That sounded like a Michael Owen Pandit comment right there. Like, Brighton score one, we score three, we win.
If Brighton score, Burnley score, Southampton score, but if we reply, we reply 2 goals, we reply 3 goals. From who? From three that used to be scoring before. So why do you score? You worry so much about the defense, but you yourself have to score. Club paid you $1 million, right? Salah driving Ferrari, Salah driving Ferrari. Okay, on top of other cars. Understand or not? He has Bentley. When you show to your fan you have Bentley, Ferrari, of course you have to perform like Ferrari, Lamborghini.
Maybe.
His wife.
Now let's go to Dr. Arun. Your thoughts on your thoughts on the match here. Do you? I just have a question. Do you miss this guy and the amount of firepower he brought in our demolishing of City? For I think from the point that Chembo scored that first goal from outside the box, as you put so well that we're not doing today. When he did that first goal, I think we ruined City for a few seasons. Like Pep totally had no answer. He was only trying to worry about the front three, and then you get somebody from the middle coming and tearing you apart. So I think we really miss him. What do you think, and what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I totally agree. That Ox was a different Ox to what he is today. He's not the same person. He doesn't perform the same way. And you have to be sound. I think the offense normally starts at the defense, right? So that's where you normally start your offense, and the center, your midfield has to be really strong. They should try to, spice up things, shoot outside the box. That's very important. Don't forget that City have a run of about 13 straight wins now. They're coming off that 13 straight wins, and we have none. And Gundawan is flying. They've got fantastic defenders in John Stones, Ruben Diaz. Sterling is doing fantastic, playing fantastic football as well. A fantastic midfielder to support them. So I actually shudder to give a score today. I wish I was prescient to look at the events in the future, but I'm not. But what we know is anything other than a victory today would spell the end of our fading hopes. That's for sure. So I would think it's going to be an exciting game, but taking everything into account, I would actually, my prediction is a draw, 1-0. That's my prediction. Of course, I'm hoping for a win, and I always will. That's the Liverpool in me, but we'll probably draw. That's what I feel.
Yeah, I think you're very much aligned with Kishan, and I always knew Kishan should have been a doctor, but he didn't end up being one. So okay, let's go to Hidayat. Can you? Why don't you just go ahead and tell us your 11? Who will you be putting as your 11 today?
Okay. I'm going to be a bit thrilled because I will still hoping for natural centre back will be featured, and I can see that maybe for me I predict Nat Phillips and Kabak will play at the heart of the defense, and will be pushing up Fabinho and Hendo back in the engine room again. So wing backs, our wingmen who will be playing at their own respective positions, with center 3 Hendo, Fabinho, and my man Gini. I opt Gini apart from Thiago.
Gini who's not going to Barca.
I hope so. I still hope so. And the front three, the usual suspects of Bobby, Mane, and Salah. So that's completed my first 11. And let's hope our midfield turn up again. Keep on supplying all those chances, and let's hope our front three scores.
Okay. All right. Let's go to Puva. Puva, your 11, please.
Yeah, I want to remind back, this is my 11, not Jurgen Klopp's 11, because it's so difficult to predict his 11 this season, especially after injuries.
No, why we want to hear your 11, so that we can make our own imagination of who will Klopp pick or change from Puva's 11.
So I think it's pretty straightforward at the back. Keeper, Alisson Becker; right back, Ta; left back, Robertson. I think the dilemma would be the centre back pairing, but I would go with Kabak and Hendo tonight. Fabinho as defensive midfielder, Thiago and Gini, the other two midfielders, and the front three, Mane, Firmino, and Salah. And I really hope there is no injuries before the game. Every single match for the last three weeks, somebody getting injured, and I wonder how it's getting leaked week in, week out. Ever since we moved to the new training ground, anything happened inside, somehow it got leaked in Twitter way before the game start, like 12 hours, 10 hours before. It never happened before. So I really hope no injuries tonight, and I will keep my prediction for the last, for the ending. But I agree with what Dr. Arun said just now. Most likely it's going to be a draw. I can't see us beating City with their form at the moment.
I see. Okay. All right. I also think Klopp is. Let's go to Apai here. Apai needs to leave the show, and Dr. Arun as well, very quickly. So Apai, Klopp made some remarks. So Klopp made some remarks during the press conferences, which is very very unlike him. Very unlike him. Is this the season where we have seen Klopp crack under pressure, and which is the reason why, injuries aside, a lot of us are not looking very optimistic into going into this match. Because it's really very untypical of him to say what he has said. So, what do you think here, Apai?
I think it's not about under pressure. I think we have become a predictable team. I think. Klopp has been the opponents, the managers can already read his mind. His tactics. So because if you remember a few months ago that he trying to say that he trying to play a different football. He's trying his best to be different. Now he put the pressure on himself. He want to play a different football from the normal football that we're playing last season. What do you call it? Heavy metal football or whatever it is. So he want to change the whole thing into the new one. So he's putting the pressure on himself. While I think he can play the same football that he playing last season. It's a beautiful football. It's a perfect football. So by saying this, I think that, as you said, Klopp is trying to be different, but I think it's not the time yet. Maybe give it a time after 2 seasons or 3 seasons, after you win the cup with your kind of football last season. Maybe add a bit there, add a bit here, So not the whole thing, because he's trying his best and put the pressure himself, and then the club, the squad has become, what call it, a rojak already, a rojak. So that's my thought about the whole thing. That's the reason why we are in this situation now. Because
So
Klopp,
do you have a prediction for tonight then?
yes, we always win 2-1.
Aha!
We always win.
This has been at least on the talk show, we always try to be objective, and I put up the topics, and we drive an objective discussion. So being objective discussion, we are a bit more real, we're a bit more realistic, we're a bit more humble. Then suddenly the prediction we go, of course, Liverpool win.
Yes, of course we win. There's a saying here. Within my friends. Menang dah pasti. Kalah kadang-kadang. Seri jarang sekali. That's it.
Yes, correct.
I just want one big shout out here to a former Malaysian footballer here who has come in and commented. He's been on our show before. Taswin Nordin, Spurs fan, Spurs official supporter in Malaysia. He's trying to be City here and saying 3-1 to City. 1981. Bro, Taswin, now you sound like both United and Liverpool. You're living in the further past, man. That's not even 30 years. That's beyond 30 years ago. Like that doesn't make sense. That one. Let's go to I think Apai is going to leave. Thank you so much for joining the show, Apai, and Dr. Arun as well.
Thank you for having us.
To wrap up the show, and we get last reaction from everyone. Yeah, Dinesh, go ahead.
I'm going for Alisson, but this is my so was this it's going to be Netflix, one of a new face, and our mid gonna be Hendo, Fabinho, and Thiago, and our usual front three. I'm going for this, and I'm pretty sure gonna be 2-1 because Liverpool usually, when it comes to big games, they will perform. And knowing we'll just lost against Brighton, and definitely today is gonna be a big game for Liverpool. I'm going for 2-1. Yeah.
2-1, 2-1.
2-1. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sir Fahmi and Hidayat, any last thought?
Yeah. Hoping for a win tonight. That's it.
A win. Mane is scoring, as usual. Bro, don't pick Mane to score, bro. Why don't you pick someone else? He might come out and then he might score. Every time you pick Mane to score, he hardly scores, man. Come on.
Okay, for me,
Yes.
for me, after Brighton lost, I think Liverpool will come back. Okay, come back and then always perform when play against Big Six. So for time being, there's no different. They will always perform. So I think I give 3-1, 3-1 to Liverpool. We don't talk about the record, City, consistent. No. We're talking about this match only because
Fahmi,
consistency.
Sir Fahmi, Sir Fahmi.
That's my
Noted.
thought.
Noted.
Right. We
Yeah,
don't talk about consistency, our sheet, okay? But we are talking about this is the current game. So whatever happened to players, the mood, referee mood, VAR mood, all of those things actually contributed to will contribute to the scoreline tonight. Not the record. I don't think so. Okay, 3-1 Liverpool.
3-1, huh? All right. Okay.
Noted,
Let's go to Puba for final prediction now. When he looks back at his fantasy lineup, let's see what his prediction is.
Looking at my fantasy lineup, I actually benched all 3 Man City players. So I would be hoping for a Liverpool win today, but
We're hoping for Dave's scoreline here, 3-0.
if this is the Liverpool side of last season, is more than possible. City look really solid at the back. See, they defense win your titles. That's the fact. And I think they laid the foundation already at the back, and they already preparing life without Kyle Walker and Mendy moving forward. I don't think Kyle Walker and Mendy will be in Man City's side for a very long time. And I think now I watched the match against Burnley. Laporte played as a left back, and they slot in Diaz and Stones as the main centre back pairing right now, because out of the 14 games they have kept clean sheet for the 13 games. For the last 14 games, they actually kept clean sheet for 13 games out of it, and only one goal they conceded. It was a one goal. So that's how strong their centre back pairing at the moment. And Joe Cancelo, what a player! Left back, right back, right wing, left wing. He can play several positions. So City right now in the run of 13-14 matches unbeaten, solely down to their back 4, back 5. They look really solid because they have lost KDB, they have lost Aguero, but they're still winning the game because their defense is really, really solid. Prediction, of course, I hope Liverpool win today, but I go for 2-2 draw. We have a very good record against Man City at Anfield. One of the best record. One of the team we always love to play in Premier League era. I think the last defeat came in 2012. The likes of Anelka were playing for Man City. I remember before the Arab oil, before when Man City used to be really a mid-table team. So that was the last defeat. We never lost to them since then. I think 2-2 would be, of course, for the title race, which I believe it's already over. Let's say we drop. If anything less than a win today, like how Hidayat said, even Dinesh mentioned just now, it all depends tonight. If let's say we win today, a glimmer of hope would be there, because we never know what would happen to City if let's say they lose one match. For a very long time, they actually never faced a defeat. So it's the great team always react to the defeats, how they bounce back from defeat. So somehow, somewhere, City has to lose. The whole league would be crying for a Man City defeat today. Especially the best part, Man United fans would be hoping Liverpool to win today. That's the best part.
Boy, do I love that.
Yeah.
Ada
So
ke yang nak cakap kita masuk gua besok? Ada nak minta kita masuk gua? Cakap sekarang, cakap.
so I'm not so sure how the reaction gonna be tomorrow or right after the game if we really beat Man City later. But I would keep my scoreline 2-2. I really hope our boys prove me wrong. That's another thing. Okay, I really hope. See, you can't. We have performed very well against the top 6, top 7 teams this season. That's a frustrating part. So let's see if there's one team that can beat Man City for the past 2-3 seasons. It has to be Liverpool. It has to be Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp's record against Pep Guardiola is brilliant. Just like how his record he kept against Mourinho. It's amazing, right? Jurgen Klopp's record against two managers who tipped by many as the greatest of this generation, but he get the best out of them. He really beat them regularly. Sure, let's see. My heart says a win, my head says a draw. As long no defeat lah, as long no kala lah. please. It's
Depends on the lineup, lah, bro. Depends on the lineup.
We have players, right?
Yeah.
We have players. Dinesh, we have players now. We have 3 players coming back, so that's a major boost for us.
Yeah.
So no excuses. It's high time for us to actually get back to winning run at Anfield. At Anfield, we really need a win at Anfield. And I see a few comments from brother Loganathan. Very good insights. I totally agree with him.
Really
agree with him.
Hey, Loganathan, when can we get you on the show, man? Really
Yep.
good.
I really hope we will get him soon.
Yeah. Can we get you on the show? Please DM us. You know, you really have good insights. So we'd like to give you the platform to speak here. Taswid is saying that they beat City 2-0 lah. Cewa. Spurs. Cewa. Okay.
I don't know how to react to the Spurs fans lah. Sometimes I just don't know how to react.
Bang, seriously, Bang. You at the starting of the season, you were in the league with us. Now you guys are getting closer to Arsenal. Rindu ke apa? Rindu Arsenal ke apa? I tak faham. I pun tak faham. Taswid today, I love the guy. He was on our show. He watches our show. He comments. Thank you so much for the support. He's the man.
Thank you for watching, Dasvit. Thank you for watching.
He's the man behind the Footsie app. For those of you interested in managing a lot of football, your social football and so on, please download the Footsie app. Okay, go and get it from Play Store or the App Store. It's really good app. Taswid is the man behind it. Please support him and get it done. Okay, going back to our prize, we've got 2 prize giveaways. We're giving away the Shankly list book, 2 pieces, 2 books for 2 top fans. So please subscribe to our YouTube, share this FB Live video on your feed, follow us on Instagram, and create a post about KOPTALK and tag us. Don't forget, hey, you forget to tag us, you won't get the prize. Tolong jangan lupa tag, kena tag. Kalau tak tag aduh susah betul. Tapi jangan lupa follow dulu Kena follow juga janganlah buat post mata-mata ni, support lah sikit. So tolong follow and also create a post and then tag the KOPTALK.my and tag 5 friends so that they can also get to know our show. We are looking out for the winner. We'll announce the winners on Tuesday. We'll reach out to you to get your addresses and details so that we can send the book to you. So everybody who's watching, everybody following the KOPTALK, again, this is the 2 special prize giveaways. We want to thank our fans. We reached 1,000 followers and likes on Facebook. So we want to give away to our fans who show us support. So please follow the criteria and you are in line to win that book. Okay, it's a very good book made by a Malaysian for Malaysian readers. Okay, so Serena is saying she deserves a shout out too. Okay, Serena, of course, I was going to come to you. At the end, saving the best for last. So Serena, I cannot wait for you to be singing or saying "You Never Walk Alone" tonight when you're going to be watching us very closely, hoping for us to reduce that gap at the top for you guys, doing you a favor. Let me know if you need a jersey, or you can buy it from Hidayat, because Hidayat is selling a lot of it behind there. Right behind there. So, so anyway, we're coming to the end of the show. My prediction is going to be a shocker. I'm going to say 4-2 Liverpool. All right, I'm going to say 4-2 Liverpool. Come on lah, nothing to lose. Confirm defense akan bolos. But
Bro,
this is
9-0 tak boleh? 9-0.
tak boleh bro. Itu kena ada red card. Itu kena red card. Kali ni red card akan kena VAR. So VAR akan cancel red card. No, for me, why I'm saying 4-2, and I'm not simply throwing this stuff out there. I think after everything, we have got nothing else to lose. Nothing else to lose. We've lost it all. And the last 2 seasons, what Puma said, even the 18-19 season, the thing that defined the team, that made Liverpool become that, we were still showing signs. When we found Manchester City and our front three showed up with a solid performance, that was the defining game that took us forward, right? That took us, and we made our statement, we made our presence known. The country became the top of the world. So I think this is the game again. I think this is the game. If it's not now, you might as well just go and not even finish in the top 3. Just go top 4, top 5. Get a spot in Europe. If you don't come and win this game after everything you've done, you don't come and prove yourselves here today, I think we've got bigger problems. I think what we've discussed here today is just tip of the iceberg. So I think Klopp have been giving the hairdryer, if I have to borrow a Manchester United term, I think you would have given the hairdryer treatment by now to everybody and tell them, you got to show up. You got to show up for your city. You got to show up for this, all the Scousers out there. You got to show up for the pride of Merseyside. You've got to show up for the fans in the world. You've got to show up for this club tonight. This is the game that, among all games, you can lose here and there, drop points, says unlucky, off days. But this is not the game to lose. This is not the game to lose. This game, the United game, the Merseyside derby, those are not games for Liverpool to lose. And tonight we cannot lose. That's my final take on it. We cannot lose tonight. All right. So I'm going to go for a big win tonight. It's now or never. Hope survive on a thread. Thin ice on a thread. So guys, this is the Cop Talk. I would like to thank earlier Dr. Arun and also Apai for joining us. This is the KOPTALK.my. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, on Twitter, and Twitter. We've got 2 prizes. Guys, those of you missed the show, 2 prizes to give away. Please watch the show. And Syed Fares said, can you post it? If I win it, can I post it to Singapore? Yeah, I can post it to Singapore. Why not? Yeah? Spread the love across the borders. So please, thank you for watching. Thank you to Sir Fahmi for joining us and getting his great insights. He's also got another show tonight. Please tune in to Sir Fahmi tonight. He's got another preview show tonight. And thank you to Hidayat Fitri and myself. We are working on. We are going to be working on another interesting segment very soon. So stay tuned. Dinesh, thank you so much, Dinesh, for joining us and giving your insights. I've been waiting to get Dinesh on the show like forever. So I really want to thank you, Dinesh, for joining us. Thank you so much. I really love your insights that we share in the group and on Facebook.
Thanks,
so I'm really glad that you're here. I hope this is not the last. I hope I get you on the show next time as well. And my brother Puvasan, thank you, Puva. And I really got to thank Puva, because Puva is a guy who is actually, as much as he's factual and knowledgeable, he's very emotional when it comes to Liverpool. But he has showed up, I think 17 episodes, he showed up 16 episodes. And I've got to really give it to him. He's always made Liverpool a priority. And that's the spirit that we want from all our fans. Game in, game out, win, lose, or draw, we've got to show up, right? So thanks to everybody watching, and thanks to Puva and all of you. Till the next week, let's hope for a good show tonight. I really think this is the one that's going to catapult us forward. if there's any salvation left in the season, tonight is the game. So for everyone who's watching, thank you so much. This is the KOPTALK.my episode 17. We've come to an end. Thank you very much. You'll never walk alone.
Thank you.
And
You'll
to
never
all
walk alone.
you
I'll not
United
alone, guys.
fans,
I'll not alone.
thank you in advance to all you United fans for your support tonight. Ciao.